in the opposite direction. So, do you understand how it's not true that Donald Trump is a man of his words? Man of his word.
Dean, you went all around, what was actually said and what I meant on that.
You literally said you
you're
support him
reading
because
verbatim. You're going verbatim, and I don't even understand. My cousin does that. And I'm just like going, why would you even take him for a grain of salt? It's like, he's not telling the truth right there. He's pretty much saying it to everybody. He's not telling the truth, but yet people will say he lied. I don't get that, Dean. I mean, it's like, come on. When did we become such a martyred society to where we're just fragmented in our own disgust for ourselves? I think that's what's going on.
Does anybody know what this guy's trying to say? How about this? What's one policy that Trump has passed that you're a fan of?
I like the no taxes for Social Security. That's
No
awesome.
taxes. Well, it's actually funny because he never gave no taxes on Social Security. Sure, he cut them by a bit, but he never completely threw them all out the window. And sure, he did lie about that. He went on Truth Social, he went on Fox News, and he said, now we have no taxes on Social Security, when in all reality, he only reduced them by around 40%. Okay, and I'm not saying that a reduction on Social Security by around 40% is a bad thing. Like, of course, that's a good thing, clearly. All right? But that was actually in the big, beautiful bill that also defunded Medicaid by over $1 trillion, defunded food stamps by $156 million.
When people get their taxes back this year, you're going to see what that tax cut really, really does. Okay, people
well,
I'm already hearing.
A
friend of mine got $12,000 back.
According to the Center Budget and Policy Priorities, the big, beautiful bill is reducing the purchasing power of the average American making at or under $51,000 per year. Regardless if it's because now they have to pay more for healthcare, they have to pay more for food, they have to pay more for energy.
That's a trend we've been seeing now for quite
I'm watching
some time.
Dean. You know who the fuck I'm watching. You know what I'm watching, girl.
Take the infrastructure out and you start messing with manufacturing and automating it, all that stuff. Because you know what? I just got out of a 31-year career. I'm done. I retired. I'm like a dying breed, dude. You won't see.
Okay, you're just clearly not addressing
here in
the
about
point
10 years.
You're just clearly not addressing the point that's being made.
Well, I'm addressing what is real. I mean, you're saying stuff that you're hearing on TV.
No, I'm addressing what is real. I'm going over the fact that how the big beautiful bill is hurting Americans greatly, and then in response, you just don't address it whatsoever at all.
It's TDS, Dean. Come on,
I think the only person with a derangement syndrome here is you, and I could prove it with one question. Would you stop supporting Trump?
You still didn't answer me on the New York Times.
Actually, you didn't answer me. So would you stop supporting Trump if he sexually exploited women and girls and you knew it? What the hell?
Well, you mean like grabbing their whatever he said in that locker room?
Just sexually exploited them. Like, took advantage of them. Exploited them. Unconsensually. Sexually.
Oh, I think he did in the 90s, as far as like, kind of hot rodding and like with the limo, like head out the roof.
Oh, so you think that he did sexually exploit women and girls in the 90s?
Well, I mean, I don't think he put sexual in front of it and said, this is how I'm going to do it. I think he got to the point where his ego overtakes him.
I'm going to blow my nose real quick when you describe what the fuck you're saying.
He just tried to be a big shot. You know that. But you guys get so temperamental about like the exploitation or so. I just don't see that with him at all. I don't see him, I can't even, I mean, he did the pageant thing. He did all of that thing. I just see him being like pretty much a father figure.
Yeah, I mean, I think that what we all just observed is the disgusting nature of the brain of a MAGA man. So you went from saying, yes, Dean, Donald Trump sexually exploited women and girls in the 90s, to saying, well, Dean, I don't really think it was too wrong because he was being a big shot. And then 2, 3, actually, no, Dean, I now deny that Donald Trump has sexually exploited any women or girls at all. So don't downplay. Can you let the real guy speak, the real man?
Who does that?
Let the real man speak real quick.
Who does that?
Like Trump.
Who's a great example of that?
Trump.
Can you let the real man speak?
Give me an example that we know.
Okay,
he sexually exploited.
Yes, he barged into the dressing rooms of naked women and naked girls to look at their naked bodies.
Oh, God, dude. That's what you say. That's what I guess you learned that. You were there that day, right?
Yeah, I was there.
That's actually insane,
So,
bro.
I mean, you have to look at.
Just kidding,
If
I
there
wasn't
was
there, but Trump
something
was.
really
Trump
He
is
still has his camera off.
incriminating
He's
okay.
about Trump,
If
He was
it
blowing
was
his nose.
then
proven,
it would come out by now.
if it
wouldn't
was
it?
proven, if it was proven, okay,
Dude.
that Donald Trump, okay, did sexually exploit women and girls, okay, by barging into their dressing rooms and looking at their naked bodies,
Let's see on
then
the,
would you still support him as president?
turn on his camera.
First of all, that's a false statement. They were dressing, yes, but that wasn't a nude room. They were in between prop changes, and they weren't naked, ever.
Okay, I'm still not getting an answer to my question. I'm very close to kicking you because you're
I
incoherent.
know. You know what? I'm not even going to answer that question because it's not a good question to ask.
Okay,
Ask
okay.
me
So
something that
I
might
understand that Donald
Be real.
Trump.
Ask me something that might be
Listen,
real.
I understand that Donald Trump did not do this, but hypothetically, if he did, would you stop supporting him?
Hypothetically, I'm just not going to answer a question like that because it's stupid.
Why is it stupid?
It's not a reality-based question.
Dude.
Okay,
the reality.
Where's his fucking camera at?
It's
Harris.
not even a moral thing.
Like, check this out.
You're
Check this out.
asking an
Check this out. Just listen.
impossible
Listen to
question.
me. Kamala Harris,
Why does he have his
okay,
camera off,
has
though?
not sexually exploited anybody.
Oh yeah, Dean
But
camera.
still
Yeah,
got-
he
if
must
you
have
ask
forgot.
me, I know she hasn't done this, but hypothetically,
He must
she
have
did,
forgot
would
his
you still
camera's
continue
fucking
supporting her as president or vote for her or whatever. I'd say no.
Bro
And
forgot
I
his
wouldn't view
camera.
that as a
Come
stupid
on, Dean,
question,
you're slacking.
because I'd understand that the nature of
Dean
that
literally
question,
forgot his
okay,
cameras off,
is
bro.
to test my internal consistency, see where my red lines fall, and have I not turned the camera back on? I haven't. My bad, YouTube.
all that stuff
So on
came
and so
out like
forth.
he was really aggressive.
My
and
bad,
this guy
YouTube.
was just a,
Thank you, Dean.
a jackass, then yeah, I would not support that.
Okay,
Of
so here's
course
Donald
not.
Trump admitting to barging into the dressing rooms of naked women and girls to look at their bodies.
I don't even. Dude, I wasn't there. I can't answer
to do
that
that.
stuff.
So you have done that. Now, tell
Well,
me
I'll
what
tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
You're like a
everything
doctor.
is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women, and so I sort of get away with things like that.
That's a bad example. Haven't you ever been a man?
Huh?
Haven't you ever been a man, Dean, or do you not have it down there? Are you like severed? I mean, come on.
What do you
Haven't
mean
you
by
ever
that?
tried to be a big shot in front of someone because you wanted to either A, impress them, or B, you wanted to just maybe be their friend and have them accept you for whatever?
What
That's
did you
what I
just say?
heard in the tone of
Wait,
his
wait,
voice.
wait, slow down. What
That's
did
what
you
I
just
heard
say?
in the tone of his voice right there.
1 second. I literally have to rewind the stream. I don't know what he said.
Automating it, all that. Either A, impress them in front of someone because you wanted to either A, impress them.
What does that mean?
His ego's like in full gear right there. All right.
You
so
are such a disgusting piece of shit. You are a red flag. You deserve to be on a list. So in response to listening to an audio clip where Donald Trump admits that he unconsensually barged in to the private dressing rooms of naked women and naked girls who were underage, you then responded by saying, Dean, are you a man? Have you ever been a man?
That's crazy.
So not only is that fucking sick, because what you're saying is that it's just a man thing to sexually exploit women and girls. It's just a man thing to take advantage of children. It's just a man thing to look at the naked bodies of children. I bet if a man did that to your daughter, you wouldn't be saying it's a man thing. Or maybe you would, which is where the red flag comes in. Getting to my second point, it also screams that you are a fucking red flag. Because the only reason I could think of that you would even give that response to what Donald Trump admitted to is maybe because you have or would do something similar. And if you discount Donald Trump doing it, then you discount you doing it. So you have to explain why it's justified for Trump to do it. And that justification would have to be not exclusive to him, but also shared with somebody like you, because you're also a man, therefore the judge that he's a man. Women and girls aren't objects, not items, not possessions. They're people. They're people like you. They're people like me. And
Y'all
these
gonna hit that like
people,
button too. I appreciate
okay,
y'all on YouTube. Thank y'all so
have
much.
consent over who looks at them while they're naked, over who engages in sexual activities with them, over who furthers sexual conduct with them. There is no excuse, there's no explanation, and certainly no justification for a man ignoring that, dismissing their
Dude, do you think
personhood,
Melania
treating them as
would-
an object, barging into their dressing room and looking at their naked bodies. Not only are you justifying these
Come on,
predatory
don't
behaviors of sexual
erase me
exploitation,
here.
but you are also justifying pedophilia. It
No,
is
no, dude,
pedophilic.
I'm not.
Yes, you
No,
are. It is
I'm not
pedophilic
at all.
to look
At
at the naked
all.
bodies of little girls.
Dude, you gotta taper that back, man. I mean, people, if when it's not true, bad things will happen to you. That's all I gotta say. And that's been our history. You can't just go out and call people that. If it's not true, look at his family, dude. Do you think Ivanka or Melania would hang out with this guy if he did that? Come on.
We just heard him admit to it.
Dude, did you not see how the connotation that he was using, the frame that he was using, and the attitude he had at the time? He was
Okay,
like,
so what
"Oh,
was
I
the
could
way
just
he was
barge
phrasing
in,
it, and what
blah, blah,
attitude
blah,
did he
blah."
have that just
Ego,
completely uses
ego,
it as-
ego.
All ego.
That's
okay.
all that was.
Okay, so you're saying that he falsely claimed that he sexually exploited women and girls when in all reality
Yeah, I
was
think he
innocent.
falsely didn't even go into that realm. I mean,
Okay.
he didn't go into that realm as far
Give
as
me
like,
one other
being-
example of a rich and powerful egotistical man falsely claiming that they are guilty of sexual violence when in all reality they were innocent. I agree, I've heard a lot of egotistical men claim that they've engaged in sexual conduct with women in an attempt to climb up that social hierarchy to make themselves look like a more valuable man, because from the perspective of them and their friends, they were able to sleep with a like what they
Thank
describe the
you.
alt-right
I
community
mean, that's
describes as a
exactly
valuable
what
woman.
I saw there.
Okay,
That's what
but
I heard.
But what underlies this conversation is consent, right? Like literally, it's not the fact that you slept with this woman; it's the fact that that woman wanted to sleep with you. So whenever I hear a man boasting about sleeping with a woman, okay, like the nail that they're hitting head on is that they consensually slept with a woman, because what they are prideful about is that that woman wanted to have sex with them. Okay, I've never heard a boastful, prideful, egotistical, pompous billionaire man, okay, boast about sexually exploiting people when in all reality they didn't do it. I've never heard that before. Can you point me to one other scenario of that ever happening? Not to mention that we know that's not what happened here, because what he admitted to was corroborated, okay, not just by the women, but by the girls too. Like Mariah Delgado, a 17-year-old that competed in Miss Teen USA in 1997, and then 3 of her friends said that, yeah, Donald Trump was just
No, I am
barging
not
in while they're
MAGA.
naked, and then he'd say, and I quote, "Don't worry, ladies, I've seen it all
Triggered but
before."
right. No,
or
I
Miss
am
USA
not.
beauty pageant contestants like Miss Vermont, Massachusetts, so on and so forth, Miss Arizona as well.
I really think if that was an issue for anyone at that time, it would have come out then and it would have been dealt with. And we wouldn't be talking about it now.
Oh, right. Yeah. So Jeffrey Epstein wasn't an issue in the 90s because if
No,
it was
no,
an issue
I'm
in
talking
the 90s,
about Trump.
it would have
I'm
come
not
out then
talking
and then
about
it would have been dealt with.
and-
All right, so then you're just going to completely ignore all that. Listen, I think that you're a moronic danger to society.
My
so
bad.
I'm
No,
gonna
no,
kick
no.
you off
No,
my
you're good.
live. I mean,
Are you
like,
MAGA?
oh my goodness. It pains
I'm more of
me
my
that
own
people
person.
like that
I would say I'm closer to
nonsense.
Democrat than anything, but I'm my own person.
It legitimately pains me. I think it is so gross. I think it is so disgusting. I think it is so deplorable. We're going to go to move on to the next guest.
Oh,
Like, he literally went,
careful.
he went from justifying it, okay, to like discounting it, right? That's like the pipeline. He said, "Oh, what Trump did wasn't that bad," but then when I was able to describe to him that it is that bad, he says, "Oh, Donald Trump actually didn't do it at all." Welcome in, Lake, the tattooer. Do you support Trump?
Oh God, no. That was an accident. Kick me.
Oh, no worries. You have a good rest of your day. Shout out to you. Moving on to the next guest.
Shout
right
out
now,
to
on the opposite side of the
you.
queue, if you happen to be an American adult
WD.
that supports Donald J. Trump as president. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
No, but I do just want to.
I'm sorry, man. You got to be at least 18 to be on the live. We're going to move on to the next guest right now. Only opposite side of the queue if you happen to be MAGA. Only opposite side of the queue if you happen to be MAGA, please and thank you. Welcome into You Sport Trump. Hello, deranged patriot. You're muted. I'll send you an invite to turn back on your mic. Hi, do you support Trump?
Yeah, I support Trump.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
What year were you born in?
2005.
You know, if you didn't support Trump, you'd have bigger biceps.
Is that true?
Nah.
I was kind of weak in this picture. I was lacking for sure.
No, you'd legitimately have bigger biceps. It's like a studied and proven phenomenon. The moment that you stop supporting Trump,
My biceps probably Mogger's, Dean.
your real side and front deltoids, no shot, buddy. Okay, just like expand. Okay.
Maybe
Your long
not.
leg
Maybe
short
not.
Of your
I think you got
bicep.
me there.
Just like expand.
I still frame Moggy though.
Honestly, not a shot either.
I'm 6'2", Dean. I literally like
Yeah.
surface
all right.
wise.
Yeah, what is your shoulder to hip ratio?
I don't know that, buddy. I don't.
Yeah, frame mog kid. Sit
Whatever,
down.
Twinkie.
Yeah, maybe you will frame mog if you stop supporting Trump. The shoulder to hip ratio will just magically expand, and then all of a sudden, you'll basically.
I
be
think
the
women
one shot.
disagree with that.
Am I doing it right? This is like how like alt-right guys talk, right? Am I killing it?
Dialect. Yeah, you're hitting it, dude.
I'm hitting it. All right. Tell us why you support Trump.
He's killing it.
Localizing industry here in America is the primary reason why I support him.
Hey,
Oh, then I should be able to change your mind fast
Hey.
because that's not what he's
You're
done.
fucking
We've actually seen
butthole.
a declining amount of manufacturing jobs ever since Liberation Day last July, after a boom in manufacturing
good?
jobs, not to mention
Stop
the declining
being
amount of investment
weird.
into
That's
American
not good to
manufacturing
cap
since
about or
Q1 of
joke
this year,
about.
after a massive boom in investment
What
into
the
manufacturing for
fuck?
the last 3 years straight. Not to mention
No,
the
I'm
very
not.
worst jobs report since
I was
2003
laughing at
with
Dean.
more
He just said some funny
recessions
shit.
last year, and the most manufacturing bankruptcies since the Great Recession
You're
last
not
year.
watching, dude.
We are not relocalizing
I was about to
industry.
go slide back to Dean. Like, what?
Did you not hear him last night at the
You
State of the
fight
Union
so
talking
much.
about
You're
he created
lying.
the most
You were
jobs
not
in the
just
private
watching
sector?
me.
No, he didn't say that. What he said is
what?
that 100% of the jobs he's created.
Go
have
in there,
been
Cinema
in the
Galaxy,
private
so I
sector.
hear him say, "Thank you, Emma. Thanks for the
And
galaxy."
if he did claim that he created the most jobs in the private sector, then he lied.
Is that not a net positive?
Net positive that 100% of the jobs that he's created are in the private sector. No, I don't really think so. I think sometimes government jobs are important. Federal like public jobs are important. So I want to say that's
Yeah,
not
we have a
positive.
fundamental.
But that's also like a
contention
claim
there.
that's like far and away from me disputing your first claim. So could you please respond to the refutation of your first claim?
I think that those are temporary stats and figures that are going to be turned around over time with the policies being instituted.
But they only keep on getting worse, and then the policy that you say will institute it in the long term keeps on getting shut down.
What policy is that?
Tariffs?
They shouldn't be getting shot down.
But that doesn't change the fact that they are. So, like, even if you were right when you said that this trend will reverse in the future, which we have no reason to believe.
They shouldn't be
Well,
getting
it
shut
doesn't
He has
matter
down.
because
150
that policy that will apparently
I
cost
feel like
Americans
they never have
billions
anything to
is,
say.
like, being terminated.
He has
in the
a.
short
I
term.
mean, he has 150 days to figure it out.
Yo, thank you for the
What?
taps too. If you're here on
150
YouTube, tapping
days
that
to do
screen, I
what?
appreciate y'all. Thank you guys.
To
Wait, who is
figure out how
that?
to legalize the tariffs.
Okay,
No,
whoever's in here
no,
tapping, I
no,
appreciate you
can't.
guys. Thank you.
You cannot impose tariffs under IEPA. SCOTUS ruled that. You can't appeal a SCOTUS ruling. There's like other ways that he thinks he can use to impose tariffs, but chances are courts are just going to shut those down too, because he needs congressional approval for the imposition of a tax, and that's essentially what the SCOTUS ruling was, which isn't like mutually specific to IEPA tariffs, but also like Section like 302 tariffs, so on and so forth.
I think he will and should take his chances on that. I don't. What do you
Okay,
view as?
you could
flaw
argue
with
that he like
tariffs?
should take his chances, but like obviously like basically like the culmination of his efforts here to like relocalize industries is failing. Okay, he says that all these tariffs are going to bring back American prosperity and we're going to be like living in a great economy. But then every single macroeconomic variable goes to shit. Worst job report since 2003, most manufacturing bankruptcies since 2008, 1.2 million layoffs, highest level of unemployment since the pandemic.
1.2 million layoffs is
declining
crazy.
Investment into American manufacturing, declining amount of manufacturing jobs. Everyone is fucked all at once, simultaneously. Okay. And then when you
Actually,
hit back
I
with
think that is
response,
crazy
"Oh, well,
too.
I think that things are gonna be
Manufacturing
percent
levels are
in the long
at
term,"
an all-time
which we have no
low
reason to
ever
believe,
since
by
the
way.
Great
Okay,
Recession.
if,
I think that's actually
tariffs are
crazy.
hurting manufacturers today. Why wouldn't they be hurting manufacturers tomorrow? Like, think about it. Please use your brain. But even if you were to be right, and I was to be wrong here, which I'm not, as I already stated, well, the tariffs are getting shut down in the long term. Not only did the IEEPA tariffs get literally ruled as unconstitutional, but now the Section 302 tariffs that he's reimposed 15% on every other country are only going to be in place for 150 days, right? It's just the efforts are failing here. It looks like there's no good argument to demonstrate that Donald Trump is localizing industries or bolstering the economy, our domestic labor market, domestic manufacturing market.
Is it not realistically inevitable that, I mean, what would you propose, though? Do you not believe in relocalizing industry?
Well, before I talk to you about what I believe or about what I propose, let's first talk about why Donald Trump is failing, and you shouldn't support him given the fact that you said the only reason why you support him is because you were under the false supposition that he was localizing industries.
I would prefer to understand, like, what your proposition to, I mean, what are your policies then? Like, if you're in government...
I will happily share that with you as soon as you could either concede or refute the original.
We can go ahead and concede because I
can give policies on why I don't support him.
I don't want a concession.
Policies on him taking away the Second and the 10th Amendment law.
I want a concession.
A couple more tariffs is one of the policies that I
disagree,
really don't like. Him deploying ICE
maybe on paper,
into
I
cities.
can concede that they don't look like they're doing the best
I don't like
just yet, but I think it would.
I can probably say way more that I don't like than I do like.
Eventually, relocalize industry.
So when are things going to turn around, and why are they going to turn around?
I'm here now. W Hulk, how you doing? Hulk, how you doing today?
If they stop shooting it down.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you for the follow.
So tariffs stay in place.
W Hulk, I appreciate you.
Okay, when are things going to turn around, and why are they going to turn around?
They don't. So what do you mean? They don't stay around forever is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, they're reciprocal.
But you told us that although the tariffs have hurt us for the last year and a half under Trump, they're going to be
okay.
long term.
Same dude that triggered W, my man. I appreciate you. Thank you. W for hopping over here. Thank you. I'm actually would have followed back. Thank you.
I mean, we need a drastic.
Yeah, we are going to act like we were not in an economic crisis beforehand because we weren't.
We were under Biden. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we were not in an economic crisis.
So it was because of the 2023, 2024 that those
on Twitch,
Trump and Biden were responsible for that. We were experiencing.
And I hope you had a good day, Hulk. I appreciate that.
Borrowing money from the National Treasury.
Okay, so if you care about borrowing money, then spending it.
No, thank you, bro.
Support Trump. We haven't had a president worse for the national debt.
As soon as I get off, I'm gonna hit you with a follow on my Twitch, just so I don't lag. But I got you. I promise.
$6 trillion spent under Biden. Not to mention, so far in his second term, he's already passed the most expensive policy ever. And this is also at a time of lower government revenue. GDP growth was down 1% in 2025 compared to 2024, which only amplifies that issue and makes it worse.
Shit. Check that food and shit on your phone. Oh my gosh.
I mean, if the goal is to localize, then I think what he did with the H-1B1 visas was good.
Actually, H-1B1 visas would help us localize industries. What else do you think is going to happen when we have a higher supply of high-quality laborers in America?
He's down. Probably eating
like now you're saying that all these really high-skilled laborers should go work for companies outside of America instead of working for companies inside of America. Wouldn't incentivizing the highest skilled laborers from around the planet to work inside of our country?
I feel that. He's super serious. I do. That's what I kind of like about him too. He's super serious and he'll crash out on you. I think that I like that about him.
Overseas.
And I fuck with that. W Hulk.
What do you mean? He made it more expensive.
He said I like that. He said I hate that he's such a good debater. No, he is. He's so good. He annoys you because he's so good at it. He's really good at debating for sure. I like his tactics for sure.
What do you mean? I mean, it literally makes us hire Americans because we're not. That's not what it does. It's more expensive. Therefore, it's more difficult.
Do you know what an H-1B visa is?
Yes, it's work authorization in America for a foreign asset. For like an Indian.
For high-skilled laborers.
To do work. Yes.
Yeah. So high-skilled laborers from other countries could come work at where?
Silicon Valley, like
for the
work
no, okay,
what?
it's not the debating.
American
It's the
right?
how he is serious all the time.
Yeah. Wait, sir. You just
He is serious. He takes everything
Is
seriously.
that what you want? You don't want
And
people on the bottom.
like I said, I can see where that could be a little iffy, but I like that part too sometimes for sure. There are sometimes like I can't say I agree with everything he says because I don't agree with everything anyone says. You know what I mean? But I see what you're saying.
If you want to,
that's my guy though. I definitely fuck with him very heavy. I fuck with him a lot.
Okay, then why is it the case that you would want to make it harder for more skilled laborers to come work for these industries?
Probably one of the best debaters I even fucking know talking right now.
Work for industries. If anything, push for stronger American industries.
One of the best talkers.
So are you really just prioritizing the industrial giants here, the oligarchs?
Hey, thank you.
Hey,
it's an anxiety pin. Tell them. That's all it is.
From other countries for cheaper.
That's what.
No, God bless my man. I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Evidence that individuals that work on H-1B visas are paid disproportionately less compared to natural U.S.-born citizens when they're working the same job with the same skill. And you are the one that is fighting for the enrichment of the oligarchs because you're the one that told me that you support Donald Trump as president because he's relocalizing our industries, which disproportionately hurts low-income Americans and lower-income businesses.
Did you just say there's no evidence? Where's the evidence, Dean? Do you have a source for me on that one?
Yeah, sure. What claim would you like a source for?
That they are not paying them less. Then I don't understand why they would do it. Then go through the hassle to get them imported. Does that make sense logistically to you, Dean? It doesn't make sense to me.
Because they're better at the job.
Spend your time importing people and dealing with all of these processes?
Because they're better at the job. And it's actually not the company. It would be the person who comes into America. Dumbass.
You disagree that there are people in STEM fields that are not getting jobs, Dean?
Okay, now you're attempting to make like another argument to dispute the credibility.
I'm
of
really
H-1B
not
visas.
because it has.
In all reality, you're pivoting off of the original point. Your original point was that limiting H-1B visas helps to reindustrialize America. That's not true. Okay, stop pivoting, stop dodging, stop deflecting. I understand that you can give me about 1 billion and one reasons that I could ultimately shoot down. Okay, that refute the point here. What am I obfuscating away from?
The fact that it forces them to hire Americans to do the job, Dean. How is that not relocalizing industry, making it domestic?
Let me try to explain this to you. I understand that you struggle with more more nuanced concepts, but I'll try my best to describe this to you in simple terms as possible. Mutual. Okay, all right. Pre-calc teacher was saying, and I couldn't make sense of what the hell he was saying, but I realized it wasn't a me issue.
Always
he was a good teacher.
Stupid ass argument.
It was a me issue. He was a good teacher, and the reason why it was a me issue, homework, right? I bet you see the connection. Now, I'm going to try to make this point once again. You're arguing that if we strike down H-1B visa programs, then we're going to help to strengthen American industries because now more Americans will be getting those jobs. Advocating for is inefficiency in the market because you're telling firms that they cannot hire the most qualified position to fill any given role at their firm because instead they have to give preference less qualified merely